Hey, welcome back. Chicago Cubs baseball is once again on the air today from our nation's capital. We are back for another stream. Welcome to the channel. I am Grant, the sports guy, and today we've got 9 innings of play-by-play here in Washington, D.C., where the Cubs are looking to get back on the right track after dropping 3 out of 3 in Miami, getting swept by the Marlins. Today they come to DC looking to win game 1 of a 4-game set against the Nationals. Well, chilly night, somewhat chilly night here in DC, 60 degrees and cloudy. The Cubs offense has not really been the issue. It's been more the pitching. These last few games against the Marlins, the offense has been there all season long. And then it's just been a matter of timely pitching and at times timely hitting for the Cubs, as we saw a lot of runners left on base in that Miami series. But today they get to go up against a 10-17 Washington Nationals team. I wouldn't quite call a rebuild, but they definitely are not a team set up for much winning, and something they're going to have to accept. Cubs come in 14-13, 5 games back of the leading NL Central Pirates. And it'll be Mackenzie Gore who gets the bump for the Nationals today. Came over from San Diego last season, 4-4, 4.50 ERA in 16 games last year. And the first pitch to the Cubs leadoff guy, Nico Hoerner, swung on and popped foul. And we are underway here in at Nationals Park here in D.C. Left-hander Gore delivers to Hoerner. Lines one back to the screen. Quickly 0-2. Hoerner off to a unbelievable start in the season. Just 119 at-bats, 39 hits, 2 homers, batting over 300. 0-2. Hoerner got a hanging breaking ball. He's able to stay alive and smack it foul the opposite way. So 3 pitches, 3 foul balls from Gore to Hoerner. Happy birthday to Tyler from Pittsburgh Penguins and other sports teams, as Nico steps back in for the 0-2. Here comes Nico on the ground to third. Sliding play, and then the throw across the diamond in time. There's the former Cub, Jeimer Candelario, the longtime veteran. Sharp play on the slide there, and then gets a speedster Nico for the first out of the ball game. Hit it well, but can't get it by Nationals third baseman Candelario. Now it's time for the former Brave, Dansby Swanson, 286. The thing that's been the issue for him are the strikeouts. Looking to limit that, but he had a good series in Miami, so they didn't result in a nice series for the team. Looking to stay hot. First pitch at the knees called strike, and now the 0-1. First 6 pitches of the game as that one's fouled back for Gore, all going as strikes. He's looking good thus far to the Cubs' first 2 hitters. Left and right matchup, 0-2 Swanson, another foul ball. Oh, 2 once again. Dansby watches that. Like a slider or something there buried in the dirt. First ball of the outing for Gore on his 9th pitch. Still ahead in the count though, 1-2. Big leg kick from Gore, and he delivers a fastball inside. Dansby's 6-year contract, set up to be that everyday shortstop for the Cubs. All-star last year, coming off a solid season. Big contract here in Chicago. 2-2 grounded. There's another one to Candelario. He'll scoop it up and fire across the diamond for out number 2. So 2 batters, 2 groundouts, 2 third. And just like that, there's 2 outs. Let's take a look at the Nationals defensively. In the outfield, it's Alex Call, Victor Robles, Lane Thomas left to right. Infield, corners, Candelario and Dom Smith. And then it's C.J. Abrams, Luis Garcia up the middle with Keibert Ruiz and Gore as the battery. And now the red-hot Cody Bellinger. Ball 1 to him. 7 homers already on the season. Hit one yesterday in Miami. He has been on a tear. He's got a newborn baby to go along with it. Strike 1 to him. Gores looked good in the first inning, attacking that zone. Bellinger with that straight-up stance, ready for the 1-1. Curveball. Bit outside, says home plate umpire Brian Knight. Alex Tosi's at first. Tony Randazzo at second. Todd Tishner at third for umpires today. Good hitters count here for Cody. 2-1. Big rip. All he can do is pop one up and over the screen. Now with 2 strike. Approach coming up here from Bellinger. Left on left. Mackenzie Gore delivers. Bit outside, and the count's been drawn full to the Cubs' three-hole hitter. Seiya Suzuki in that cleanup spot on deck. Payoff pitch. Line drive through the hole on the left side. And there's a 2-out single for Cody Bellinger. He stays hot. He gets a knock, and the Cubs have a base runner here with 2 away in the first. Lunges out, just poked it through. Candelario and Abrams were kind of pinching over towards second base. Didn't have a big hole to put it through. But just some nice placement, and that will give Seiya Suzuki a chance to hit here. 15 hits, 1 homer, 254. First pitch to him. Upstairs, but he chases it. Strike 1. Suzuki quickly behind 0-1. Cubs with a lot of righties in their lineup today as Bellinger takes off and he swipes the bag and ahead of the tag. Something the Cubs have in their back pocket. They like to use that stolen base. Bellinger, a guy with long legs, got a good jump on the lefty. Easily there. As the throw from Ruiz. Not nearly in time. But now Suzuki, 0-2, stays alive. He's now got a nice RBI chance here with Bellinger in scoring position. This will be Gore's 20th pitch coming up. It'll be another 0-2. So he missed the first few games of the season with that oblique injury on the first day of spring training. Back in the lineup. And now a big 0-2. Fouled back hit. Ruiz in the mask. He's all right. These Cubs hitters ain't going down without a fight so far. A lot of foul balls making Gore work. Already up over 20 pitches. That hit. Cody Bellinger's on-base streak now pushed to 18 games. Gore checks the runner. Kick deal 0-2. Good eye from Seiya. Nice little looking slider or something there. Just started straight down on his back foot. Suzuki able to watch it. Base hit would most likely score the speedy Bellinger. 1-2. Line drive left side. It's going to hook foul. Man, that was an absolute rope by Seiya there. Just a bit out in front of it. 115 miles an hour off the bat. Good fight here for Suzuki. Another 1-2. Line drive right field. It's going to dump down in front of Robles. Bellinger's going to score easily. And there is an RBI single for Seiya Suzuki. Back-to-back hits. And the Cubs rally with 2 outs to strike first. Beautiful piece of hitting for Suzuki. He keeps extending the at-bat. Gets scored to make a mistake with the fastball, and he just stays with the pitch. Takes it the opposite way. Down in right center as Robles can't get over there in time. 2 outs. Bellinger was going on contact. Good read. And the Cubs strike first here in the nation's capital. Seiya Suzuki gets the job done. Now, Trey Mancini looking to continue this 2-out rally. 1-0 to him here. Curveball catches the outside clip of the zone. K-Zone had a bit out. Brian Knight had it right on the edge. 1-1. Big breaker there from Gore. Working fast as now he'll fire over to first and the throw's away. Suzuki's going to go to second. He'll take a big turn and head to third. Suzuki goes first to third on the wild pickoff throw. Heads up base running from 27. 180 feet. And then he dives in head first ahead of the throw. Gore just kind of rushed that, and then Smith had to go down into a knee, but just could not quite come up with it. That'll go as an E1. And Seiya's all the way up to third, so now Mancini just needs a base hit. And it'll easily score Suzuki. Fly ball deep center from Mancini, and that one is off the top of the wall as Robles leaped but couldn't come down with it. Trey gets into second as he jumped all over that one, thought it was gone off the bat. Missed it by a couple of feet, but as it stands, it's a double. And the game's second run for the Cubs, all with 2 outs. Breaking ball below the knees, he just golfs it. Robles with a great effort. Did not miss it by much. Suzuki was just able to trot home. He would have scored even without that air on that play. So, 2 out approaches here from the Cubs hitters have led to 3 straight hits. Now Wisdom 0-1. He's got an RBI chance. Called strike 2 on the upstairs corner of the zone. We behind 0-2, but the Cubs have gotten 2 runs on the board, 2 away. Lefty Gore delivers inside corner. K-Zone has it as a strike, and then Brian Knight did not give the Nats the benefit of the doubt there. Pretty good pitch. Score did not get the call. 1-2. That one's up and in, ball 2. And the Cubs have already pushed national starter Mackenzie Gore up to 31 pitches. Wisdom looks to keep the at-bat going here. Mancini out at second. 2-2. Big swing, big miss. And the inning finally comes to an end. But it took 32 pitches for Mackenzie Gore. The Cubs rally with 2 outs. The Bellinger single gets it started. Stolen base, Suzuki knocks him in. The air leads to the Mancini double, and the Cubs lead it 2-0 after half of an inning. The Nationals come up to bat for the first time as they will get a look at Drew Smyly when we return. Hey, welcome back as we're ready to get going in the bottom of the first. The Cubs really worked Mackenzie Gore in the top half of the inning. And now here's the look at Drew Smyly, 7th Big League Ball Club, longtime veteran. Delivers strike one at the knees to Alex Call, who leads off for the Nationals today. Playing in left field tonight. Big left-handed Smyly gets a pop up there to the right side. Horner back on it. Suzuki in. Will call him off. 2 pitches for out number 1 by Drew Smyly. This call pops out. Just like that, they turn the page to Luis Garcia. And strike one to him. So, Smyly, just like we saw Gore do in the top of the inning, attacking the strike zone is here. He gets a hold of one to center field, and Cody Bellinger with the range gets there in time to make the play on the warning track. A big outfield here at Nationals Park. Good read off the bat. Ball slicing away from him as well. And a beautiful play. Cubs like him for his bat, but they like him for his defense as well. So just like that, it's Jeimer Candelario. Smyly, another first pitch strike. 0-1. Just a bit too low. Jeimer Candelario came to the league in 2016 with the Cubs. He's ready for a 1-1. Got a jammed there and hits a one-hopper out to Swanson. Throw, a nice stretch from Mancini, and the inning's over. 7 pitches for Smyly is all he needs to get out of the first. Nationals down in order, and the Cubs offense is back on in a second. Well, it felt like the Cubs offense was just out on the field. That's because they were. I mean, you can't go down much faster than that. It only took Drew Smyly 7 pitches, which is ironic because the Cubs are his 7th team. 2nd season here in Chicago. Great start to the year for him. 2-1, 3.21 ERA in just 5 games, 28 innings. In those 28 innings, he's got 27 strikeouts and just 6 walks. So he's getting a lot of the good stuff, limiting a lot of the bad stuff. As a rocky start for the Nationals defensively, they got an error, cost them a run. And the offense could not start anything up in the bottom of the first. And so now the Cubs offense gets the opportunity to add some more here. And it's the red-hot Yan Gomes catching today. There's some stat where the Cubs have only lost 1 or 2 games when Yan Gomes is in the starting lineup. I do think that was ruined a bit by the series in Miami. But still, it's a pretty impressive number as there's a big breaker, 84 miles an hour. Gomes swings right on top of it. He's in an 0-2 count here. Big contrast from Gore, who had to throw 32 pitches in the first, aside from Smiley, who only threw 7. 0-2, went back to that breaking ball, spiked it a few feet in front of the plate. Gomes wasn't falling for it. It's a nice night in Washington. It's the 635th all-time meeting between these two squads. Nationals lead it all time, 321 to 308, as Gore gets Gomes down swinging. He tripled up on the curveball, and he's got back-to-back strikeouts dating back to the top of the first of Wisdom and Gomes. And there's one out. Cubs did all the damage in the first inning with 2 away. Keep that in mind as this game goes along. And here's Nelson Velasquez. Homer in game 1 of the series against the Marlins. Already got 3 long balls in just 8 games. Batting .350 in that span. Called up from AAA a few days ago. 1-0, rolled over foul. After this series, the Cubs get another chance with the Marlins at Wrigley. Nationals will go to Arizona for a 3-game set. Velasquez spent a lot of seasons in the Cubs minor league system. Got a chance last year. And a chance in a few games this year. Another nasty looking slider. Maybe even a cutter there from Gore. I can't really figure out what that pitch is. Got a lot of movement on it. Velasquez swings through it. He's got a 2-strike count. As Mackenzie Gore ready to deal his 40th pitch of the outing, just with 1 away in the top of the second. Lefty from the windup kick steals. Swing and a miss. High fastball. Blew it by him. And there's 3 straight strikeouts for Gore. As he's appears that he's starting to find his role, but that's what we thought last inning. And the Cubs went 3 straight hits to score 2 runs. Here it's up to the 9-hole hitter, good contact guy, Nick Madrigal. First pitch up and away. Madrigal 5'10", which is actually my height. So when you watch Madrigal play, that's what I would look like on a big league field. 289 so far this season. 1-0. Popped foul. Count even at 1-1. Just getting started from Nationals Park. Stadium opened in 2008. Place you got to get to if you're a baseball fan. I'm yet to, but hopefully in the next few years. 1-1. Nick right back to the mound. Gore nonchalantly gloves it and flips it to first. There's a 1-2-3 inning for Mackenzie Gore, and the Nationals are back to the plate just like that. We flip the page. Washington up to bat. Great pace to the game so far as the Cubs and Nationals go to the bottom of the second. It was a long top of the first, followed by a very quick bottom of 1 and top of 2. Both lineups set down in order in those spans. And now it is the middle of Washington's order. Joey Meneses, who's DHing tonight. Keibert Ruiz, the catcher, and Lane Thomas, the right fielder, who will start off the bottom of the second. Already down 2-0. Drew Smiley just needed 7 pitches in that first inning. Looks to continue his hot stretch. I have done this is my 4th Cubs stream of the season. Drew Smiley has started in all of them. So, how about that? As now, something interesting has happened. Tucker Barnhart has come into the game for Yan Gomes. appears he's showing the trainer something in the dugout as if he were to get injured. That is not a good sign for the Cubs as this one's golfed to left. But barely having to move out there is Nelson Velasquez. Just takes a few steps to his left. 1 pitch, 1 out. Gomes is still in the dugout, but he's being replaced by the former Tiger and the former Red, Barnhart. And now Gomes is going to leave. Wonder if just pulled something. First pitch curveball to Keibert Ruiz, strike 1. So Barnhart rather will come in to the 9 spot. So Ruiz steps in for the 0-1. That's low in the dirt. Smiley went back to that curveball for a second straight time. Could not find it there. Count even at 1. Barnhart should come to the 7 hole. In the Cubs order, 1-1, chopped foul over near the Cubs dugout. Oh, a bounce right back to the third base coach. How about that? And Smiley's got him in a 1-2 hole. This one punched out to right field, but right at Suzuki. So, Nationals are putting the bat on the ball, but not making the Cubs defense work too hard as they've gone fly out, line out, ground out, fly out, fly out. The last 2 here in the second inning haven't even made the outfielders hardly move. But here is the veteran Lane Thomas for the Nationals, in with 2 outs. Trying to make Smiley at least work a bit here as he's only thrown 12 pitches. First pitch swinging, blast one center field. Bellinger back, and it's gone to the deepest part of the yard in dead center. Lane Thomas, first pitch swinging, catches the barrel, his first of the season. And the former Cardinal has put the Nationals on the board. 424 feet to dead center. Tried to sneak a fastball by him right over the heart of the plate. Did not miss it. Beautiful swing. Got his head down on the ball. Bellinger was just back until he ran out of room. Nationals on the board, and that's a way to break up a no-hitter. Lead is cut in half. It's 2-1. Inning will continue. That gives way to Dominic Smith. That was only the Nationals' 16th homer of the season, which is last in all the majors. Little squibber left side. Pops just foul in front of Velasquez. Brings the count to 1-1. Smiley just got a little too greedy, thinking he was home free there. Got a little too loose with that pitch, resulted in the homer. But he's looked good other than that. Only 15 pitches. He's been pounding the zone. What do you want to see from your starter? Smiley to Smith, 1-1. Curveball, jam shot deep down the right field line. Maybe not a jam shot. I snuck the barrel to it as that was second deck in foul territory. Just along strike number 2. And time is called by Smith as Smiley already was in his windup. David Ross saying Smiley won't be too happy about that, but Smith will get a breather and step right back in for the 1-2. Check swing, did he go? No, he did not, says Todd Tishner at third base. Smiley's still ahead in the at-bat, though. Nothing to get too worked up with there. Pitch clock inside set 6. That's when Smiley gets going. Buries it. Didn't get a chase. Full count. Now what you want, a 2-out walk here. Looking to avoid it. Smiley's only walked 6 people all season. Payoff pitch. Chopped back behind the plate off the end of the bat there. Do it over. Sun's starting to set here at Nationals Park because it's already 7:35 Eastern Time. Full count once more. Curveball lined on a one-hop. Sliding stop. Hoerner. Smiley covering the bag, but he's not there in time. The first baseman, Mancini, went for that ball as well. Kind of caught Smiley off guard. Hoerner, a great job to not get down. Smiley just did not get over to the bag in time, and that'll just be ruled an infield single for Dom Smith. So a homer and then some bad luck as Smiley was not that quick getting off the mound. And if he gets over there right away, he's probably got him, but not the case there. So we'll go hit 4. That would have been a web gem for Hoerner if Smiley was there in time. That one bounced in there. Nice stop by Barnhart, who's a 2-time Gold Glover, just signed a 1-year deal. Cubs like to have him for his catching. He's kind of a backup catcher. Not really the greatest offensive guy on the team. Victor Robles at the plate for the Nationals here. Longtime veteran. 1-0 inside. And now Smiley having to work here a bit in the bottom of the second. Victor Robles, a big part of that 2019 championship team for the Nationals, gets a hanging breaking ball that he fouls off his own foot there. Smiley fights back. It's 2-1. '80th at bat of the season here for Robles. 2-1 curveball on a short hop to Dansby Swanson. Takes the easy play to Hoerner at second, and Smiley works out of it. But a solo blast by Lane Thomas gets the Nationals on the board. They trim the lead to half. It's 2-1 as we go to the third inning. Cubs offense in the top of the order back when we return. Top of the order, Nico Hoerner leads off the top of the third for the Cubs. Strike one to him looking on an off-speed pitch. Ground out first time up for Hoerner. He hit it hard, but a sharp play by Candelario took a hit away. Gore already up near 50 pitches. This will be number 45 on the 0-1 to Nico. That's spiked in the dirt. 3-year extension at the beginning of the season for the Cubs' second baseman. It was kind of a middle infielder, shortstop second until Swanson came in. Everyday second baseman now. Boy, do the Cubs love to have him. Contact guy, puts the ball in play, hits it hard, does all the fundamentals, does everything right. One of the best in the National League in batting average. He's in a nice hitter's count here. 2-1. Popped up. First base side. Right on the chalk. Catching it off to the side is Smith. And Hoerner's 0 for 2. And here getting another chance is Dansby Swanson. Dansby a ground out to third last time as well. Ball one bit low. Dansby quick to that 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Fouls it away. This 1-1 will be the 50th pitch for Mackenzie Gore. Long first inning for him. 3 straight 2-out hits. This is where the Cubs scored their 2 runs. Tyler's back. Perfect timing for the 1-1. Called strike by Brian Knight. Swanson thought it was a bit low. K-Zone had it as a strike. It's in a 1-2 hole. Lefty Gore from the windup. Back to the screen. To the 1-2 over. Deep breath from Swanson as he'll step back in. Small crowd tonight from Nationals Park. Bit of a chilly night, 60 degrees. 1-2 line to left center, and there's a single for Swanson. Let's see if he wants to stretch it. Big turn. He's going to try it, and he dives in safely. Dansby Swanson, an aggressive base running play to take 2, and it's a 1-out double for Swanson, and it comes with a cut on the face as well. He was a little shaken up, diving in head first as I think his face went right into the cleat of Garcia there at second. He was thinking 2 off the bat, got into that gap. Yeah, his face just kind of went into the side of Garcia. So a cut in the eye. They're cutting the side of the eye. Get that away and we'll be all good. Ooh, it might have actually been the helmet that caused that. Because the helmet was falling off in the process. But as it goes, Swanson stays hot. He gets a double. On an absolute rope. 2 strikes there. My day was good, Tyler. Thank you for asking. All right, so Swanson's all right. He'll stay in the game, stay at second. Tyler got some more Cub stuff for his birthday. And here is Cody Bellinger, 1 for 1. Got the 2-out rally started in the first inning. Strike 1 called there. Line drive to the left side. Now he's got a runner in scoring position, looking for an RBI here. A 1. Oh, but first, check on the runner, Swanson. Gore just steps off without a throw. Probably a bit shaken up to throw it after he threw it away. So let Suzuki get into scoring position and led to Mancini's RBI double in that big first inning as well. Ball 1 low to Bellinger. Gore takes one glance at Swanson and comes to the plate. Nowhere close to the strike zone there, and Bellinger's worked himself into another quality hitter's count. He's had a good eye at the plate, good discipline, which hasn't been there the last few years. Was there in that 2019 MVP season. See it again here. And then Suzuki is 1 for 1 on deck as well. 2-1. 2 looks at Swanson. Kick deal. Curveball goes into the Nationals dugout there on the foul ball. Bellinger's got a battle here with 2-2, trying to move Swanson over to a job now. Big pitch early on in this ball game. 2-2, he just lunges out to poke it. Foul. Two and two. Bellinger looking to win the battle, and we'll have to redo the 2-2. Foul ball back to the screen. Long look in from Gore. Now he'll come forward. Foul tip, and Bellinger is gone. Good at bat, but Gore gets the best of him. And on pitch number 59, a big 1-out strikeout. Swanson stays put at second, and now Suzuki will need a base hit to score Dansby. Left on right matchup here with 2 away. First pitch nearly hits Seiya. He has to dive out of the way. One 0 again. That one's too far inside. Back-to-back fastballs. Catcher Ruiz telling him to calm down a bit. With 2 outs, you're not looking for a walk here if you're Gore. Last thing pitchers like. Swanson with a nice lead at second. Nobody's holding him on. 2-0. Seiya put a nice swing on it. Popped it foul. Few rows up in the seats. Still Henley at bat, 2-1. So you go back to the fastball. He's gone fastball, fastball, curveball. Still got that cutter slider, whatever that is, in his repertoire as well. Two and 1 to Seiya. 2-2. Foul ball once more. It's one thing the Cubs have not had a shortage on today. That's foul balls. They have continuously been getting bat on balls. It's not necessarily in fair territory. Ball low and inside. Full count to him now. Gore at that point where he's starting to get tired, maybe losing his feel. Over the 60 pitch mark. Pitch clock at 2. He's got to be careful, and he'll step off with 1 second to throw. So that'll count as disengagement number 2 in the inning. He won't have another one. Kenzie Gore went number 3 overall in the 2017 MLB draft. 3-2. Suzuki smacks it hard, just foul. That would have easily scored Dansby. Simple approach there, taking it in the opposite field. That's what worked for him first time up. Right idea there, just didn't get to work out for him. Fastball, fastball, curve, fastball, fastball, fastball. Got to be looking for anything here if you're safe. Sit fastball, adjust to the off speed. Full count delivery once more. Another foul ball. If you're Dansby here, I'm almost surprised you aren't stealing. Full count pitch. With 2 out. I mean, and he doesn't have another disengagement. You can get a real big lead here. 3-2. Inside ball 4. He gave in and walked him. And that'll bring up Trey Mancini a chance to go 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. Double off the top of the wall first time up. 2 guys on for him here with 2 away. He's got the left and right matchup in his favor. First pitch way outside. Mancini are looking for multi-RBI game. 2-0. Back-to-back balls, nowhere near the zone. Pitch number 70 coming up for Mackenzie Gore. It's a Nationals bullpen that had to work a lot in that Pittsburgh series. Doubleheader one day, and they gave up a lot of runs as well. Mancini with nice pitch to hit there. Nothing but a foul ball. Two one, 2 away. Suzuki at first, Swanson at second. This long top of the third. Gore 2 looks, comes to the plate. Mancini cuts through it. The count is even at 2s. And now a big pitch upcoming. As the Cubs look to avoid straining runners. Something they did not do a good job of in that Miami series. 2-2. Good eye, leaving that ball up above the belt. Full count, runners will be on the move. Base hit would most likely easily score Swanson. This will be the 30th pitch of the inning for Gore, 73rd of the outing. There go the runners. Mancini on the ground, swooping up to get it is Abrams' low throw, but handled by Smith, and Gore works out of it. The Cubs threaten but fail to score, and that means the Nationals will have a chance to tie with 1 run or take the lead with 2 in the bottom of the third. Cubs offense would have liked to add some insurance there. Though it's still early, but they're in the top of the third. Got a good opportunity to first and second. 2 outs. Second with 1 out, but Bellinger with the strikeout and Mancini with the ground out. Here's a ground ball from the 9-hole hitter for the Nationals, C.J. Abrams. That's to Horner, and there is first out of the inning by C.J. Abrams. It rolls over on the second pitch he sees. Back to the top of the order, it'll be Alex Call once more. Flew out first time to the right fielder, Suzuki. Smiley quickly back to the bumps. Ball 1. Kazan had it as a strike. Brian Knight did not. Pitch clock at 5. Smiley spikes that one low. And calls ahead in the count in the at-bat 2-1. Third pitch of the at-bat, curveball. Cole rolls over, foul, 2-1. The count is Smiley's already sitting at just 30 pitches. Through 2 1/3. There's strike 2 called on the outside corner. Painted that 88-mile-an-hour sinker fastball there, it looked like. Something like that. And Smiley's worked back from down 2-0 to even at 2-2. Cole will use his timeout. And now he's back in. Curveball, fouled back. Up and over that screen. We'll do it again. Now I have a technology issue. Hold on. Play with me here. All right, here we go. 2-2. We're back. Barnhart sets up inside. Smiley puts it inside, jammed him. Popped up first base. Mancini, about a foot or two to the right of foul line, makes the play. 2 batters, 2 outs here in the top or in the bottom of the third. Smiley, other than that homer, has gotten a lot of weak contact. That's what you're looking for. Ball 1 in the dirt. This one hit well left field. Slicing away and not being able to get there from Velasquez. And that's a stand-up 2-out double from Luis Garcia. That ball just kind of jumped off the bat. It was a sinking line drive, slicing away from Nelson Velasquez. 100 miles an hour off the bat. Took it the opposite way. If he lays out for that, he might be able to have it. It was just out of the reach from Cubs left fielder. Now you regroup here for the former Cub, Jeimer Candelario. Ball 1 upstairs. Ball 2 upstairs. First base is open here with 2 away. Keep that in mind. Nationals trying to get to 11-17. They're sitting in last place in the East. Still plenty of time to change that. Smiley able to get one in there. Now pitch 40 upcoming. Will be a 2-1 to Jeimer Candelario. Candelario! No! Oh, man. I thought he pimped that one. Nope, Velasquez has it. Looked like he hit it pretty well. Didn't really have a reaction off the bat. It wasn't pimp, it was an I missed it. And Smiley works out of the 2 outs, works around the 2-out double. Drew Smiley pitching well. I don't know why that says 2 runs. Nationals only have 1 run. Cubs lead 2-1 going to the 4th. Let's see if the Cubs offense here can build off some of the energy that their pitcher may have given them. It's Drew Smiley pitching a nice little ball game here as we go to the top of the 4th. Worked out of a few jams, gotten a few quick innings as well. And now the bottom of the Cubs order will go to work here. It's Wisdom, Barnhart, Velasquez. P. Wizzy struck out last time up. One of the top guys in the league in homers. With already double digits, 10 of them this season. Cubs going to really make Gore work here in the inning. It could be the last inning that he sees some action. 1-1. Wisdom takes low and inside. Sharp breaker. Gore has had that pitch working. A lot of movement on it. I mean, if he can learn to place that better as his career goes on, obviously still pretty young, just his 2nd season in the majors, he'll have a nice career as Wisdom off the end of the bat, up the middle, bounces off the pitcher's mound and right to Abrams. There's one gone. CJ Abrams has been busy over there at second base today, that whole left side of the infield. The Cubs team, the hits on the ground a lot. It's the top of the 4th, Tyler. Barnhart first at bat today after he came in for the injured Yan Gomes. Oh, 1 opposite field down the line. Fair ball for Barnhart. And it gets by call in left field and goes to the wall. Barnhart, an aggressive turn at second, will hold there. As it almost looked like he might have stayed put at first if that did not get by call. The ball just kind of scooted up against the wall. Call was out of position, went right through his legs, and allowed Gomes to easily reach second, or Barnhart rather, easily reach second with a 1-out double. And it's a 2nd straight inning the Cubs have had a guy in scoring position with less than 2 outs. Let's see if Nelson Velasquez can get the job done to add some insurance. First pitch, Benton's in, strike one. 0-1 brings Velasquez to his knee. Back-to-back curveballs. As Gore's done a nice job mixing up his pitches today. He's had the hitters off balance. 0-2. There he goes with the fastball. Velasquez stays alive with the foul ball there. Oh, 2 again from Gore to Velasquez. With Barnhart at second. Not a lot of speed. So a base hit, not a guarantee to score him. It's now 1-2. Cubs are 14-13, Tyler. 1-2, bopped him up. Back behind the plate, and Ruiz will just watch that one go. And Velasquez continues to make Gore give in. Here comes the 85th pitch. With the righty, with 3 straight righties coming up. I mean, a base hit here could very well get Gore out of the ballgame. Checks his runners and delivers. And there's a check swing, but it'll work out kind of as a bunt there as Gore has to come off the mound, flip it to first. And Barnhart on the play moves up to third. That was a pitch that was going right at his face. Maybe his chest more so. But, I mean, hey, works as a sacrifice. Gets Barnhart over. Base hit for Madrigal here, the 9-hole hitter. Would get him in. First pitch, swinging ground ball. There's the man of the hour. Abrams stays busy, and Madrigal is down on just 1 pitch. The Cubs strand a guy in scoring position for the 2nd straight inning. Drew Smyly looks to stay hot. We're back in 30 seconds. Cubs Nationals going bottom 4. Cubs holding on to a 1-run lead. Middle part of the Nationals order will come up here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. As it'll be D.H. Meneses, Keibert Ruiz, and Lane Thomas. Keep in mind, Thomas, that homer back in the 2nd inning against Smyly. So we'll see what all happens here through the 2nd time of the heart of Washington's order. If they're able to catch on to him a bit now. Cubs trying to avoid losing 4 in a row for the first time this season. Ever since yesterday, they had not lost 3 in a row, I do believe. This team has been able to bounce back from losses. And I mean, even with a nice series there in Miami, even if you win 2 out of 1, you're still, or 2 out of 3, you're still 16-11. So that, I mean, that's a huge difference from losing all 3 and going 14-13. But they got to put that behind them and improve here. First pitch, a ball to Meneses. Second pitch called a ball as well. K-Zone had it as a strike. Brian Knight thought it was a bit down, maybe a bit inside. Joey Meneses leads off the inning, second season in the big leagues for him. There's a curveball that gets the knees, 2-1. Already 10 RBIs on the young season for Meneses. Just 56 games last season, looking for a full season here. And on the check swing, he appealed down to Alex Tosi at first. Yes, he went around. Just like that, Smiley's fought back to make it 2-2. Ooh, that could have gone either way. Alex Tosi gives the Cubs the benefit of the doubt. 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Barnhart will just tag him. It's the first strikeout of the ball game for Drew Smyly. He gets Meneses, the cleanup hitter, down swinging. He's 0 for 2, and that's out number 1 in the fourth. Big breaking curveball. Good job by Barnhart to body it up. Meneses didn't even bother running that one out. Another righty in the Nationals order against the lefty Smyly. It's Keibert Ruiz. Came over from LA 2 seasons ago. They're spending 2 seasons in Los Angeles. Now, I should have said 3 seasons ago. Now 3 with Washington, and he's down on just the second pitch of the at-bat with a ground ball to the shortstop Swanson. 2 batters, 2 outs in the top of the fourth. But that's what we saw back in the second inning until Lane Thomas left the yard. First pitch swinging, blast to center. Let's see if it's a different approach here. It indeed is. Instead of going first pitch fastball right down the middle, they go first pitch curve. It's outside ball 1, but not the worst thing in the world. Rather have that than a homer. 1-0. Inside corner, called strike 2. Or it was called strike 1, I should say. Brings the count even to 1-1. Curveball off the end of the bat. It's a fair ball to Madrigal at third. Long throw. In time to get the speedy Thomas. Smyly puts him down in order in the fourth. And just like that, we're heading to the 5th inning. It's Hoerner, Swanson, Bellinger, the top of the Cubs lineup. One more back in a flash. Cubs and Nationals go top 5 here. Good game so far. Pitchers have been good after an offensive start. Cubs got 2 in the top of the first. Nationals answered with 2 in the bottom of the second. But that's about it to this point. It's been a pretty basic game. I mean, the teams have left runners on base. Both these teams are not great with runners in scoring position. Still time to turn that around in the game. First pitch bounces in there to Nico Hoerner. They do put Gore out there for another inning. He'll face Hoerner, Swanson, Bellinger, top 3 of the Cubs order. I'm surprised you put him out there against 2 righties, the best 2 hitters in the Cubs lineup. That's pitch number 88. Back-to-back balls. Now you're wondering if he's starting to lose his control. Hoerner 0 for 2 with a ground out and a pop out. 2-0 nearly hits him up and in, so I got to imagine you have the green light here. This will be his 90th pitch, 3 straight balls to start the inning. Really no need to swing whatsoever. I don't even know if they might just say this is your last batter. They might have just told him that coming into the inning. But there he gets a strike. 3-1. Whole new at bat now. I still don't know if Hoerner's in 100% swing mode if it's there, though. Nope. He got a fastball right through the heart of the plate, but he missed it, and the count's full. Gore comes set with 6 on the pitch clock and delivers. Hoerner to center field, and it'll bloop down for a leadoff single. So the Cubs leadoff guy is on for the first time today. Hoerner breaks through. It's his first hit of the ball game, and it is a leadoff runner in the 5th. Went down with that low fastball. Kind of got jammed a bit with the big outfield here in Nationals Park. Easily plops down. In center, Gore's going to stay on the mound to face Swanson. First, a pickoff move to Hoerner, who's back in time. Swanson's 1 for 2, and that is the 26th game in a row Nico Hoerner has reached base. It's the 3rd active in the majors. Now he's looking like he wants to run here. He's not going to go there. And Swanson's backed off the plate with a fastball up and in. Double in the 3rd for Swanson, who's ended up being stranded at second. Here he hits one well to left center! Deep and gone! Dansby Swanson, second as a Cub. Into the left center bullpen. His 2nd of the year, 2nd in the Cubs uniform. And there's a 2-run shot for Dansby Swanson. 389 feet to left center. And the Cubs get some insurance. It's 4-1. Fastball, middle. Dansby hit it hard. Cole with a good effort at the wall, but his leap was not enough. But Davey Martinez keeps Gore in the game. Oh, that's got to feel good for Dansby. He needed that. Now the Cubs have some breathing room. Bellinger up now 1-1. Ball 2. Low and outside. It's 2-1. That's the guy you like to see heating up. He's got 2 hits tonight. Good series in Miami. Signed to a 6-year contract. Here's another guy you like to see hot, Cody Bellinger. He's 2. He's got a 2-2 count. 1 for 2 on the day. Full count coming up here, and it'll be Gore's 100th pitch upcoming. So Dansby goes for a 2nd as a Cub, 2nd as a season, a 2-run shot. It's 4-1. Full count to Bellinger, line drive, foul ball, says Alex Tosi. Thomas was chasing that ball down as if it was a hit. Or as if it was fair. It looked fair from this angle. Alex Tosi did not think so. Called it foul. And we'll do the full count, pitch again. Here it comes. Grounded foul. Over to that first base side once more. Let's do it again one more time, why don't we? 3-2 again. Ball 4 outside, he walked him. Great at bat from Bellinger. Made him work, getting on pitch 1-0-2. It's a double, it's a walk, and that will get Gore out of the game. So he says goodbye. He says goodbye after 4 innings. About 7 hits, 4 runs. Did pick up 4 strikeouts, but that was not enough as he is set up for the loss at the moment. As his guys trail in this one, 4-1. Mackenzie Gore out of the ball game. The Cubs are coming up with a runner on first. It'll be Seiya Suzuki trying to reach base for the 3rd time today and maybe push across a run or 2 when we come back, as it's a pitching change for the Nats. It's a big 5th inning so far for the Chicago Cubs. That's Dansby Swanson 2-run homer. And they are still cooking. They got Bellinger at first after the walk to get Gore out of the game. And back in is Suzuki, who was 1 for 1 today with a walk as well. He later scored on that Mancini double. Back in that 2-run first inning for the Cubs. It's now turned into a 2-run 5th as well for the Cubs. Here comes Mason Thompson. 19 innings and 11 games so far this season. Gets the call from the pen here. First guy out of the bullpen today for the Nats. Comes into a Cubs hitter, 3rd time through the order. Suzuki ball 1 upstairs. Thompson a righty. Bit of a funky delivery. See what the Cubs hitters can't do off of him here. They are threatening with nobody away. That one low and inside. Back Suzuki off the plate again. He's going to kicks back that right leg. 2 pitches for Thompson. 2 balls nowhere near the strike zone. Seiya's in a nice hitter's count here. See how aggressive he is. 2-0. Goes after it. Pops it up. Shallow right field. Oh, what a catch by Smith. That was a funky play all around. That was at Suzuki's chest. Went after it. Weak little bloop to the right side, and I mean, it didn't look like Smith knew where it was, and he just gets a snow cone catch. If he didn't have a first baseman's mitt, probably doesn't come down with that one. Weak out number 1 there for Suzuki. Bellinger stays tight at first. Now for Trey Mancini. 1 for 2 RBI in the first inning. Strike 1 there from Thompson. One to him here, way inside. Mancini watches it go. Count even at once. Some more insurance runs here in the 5th inning would be nice. Give Smiley some more to work with. That one's too high. Mancini's worked himself ahead 2-1. Right on right matchup to the big, tall, hefty Thompson. 6 on the pitch clock, delivers. Mancini swings through it. Dansby Swanson after the leadoff single for Horner. 2-run shot. Bellinger with the walk got Gore out of the game. Since then, a pop-up to Suzuki. And now here's Mancini with Bellinger still at first. Trey swings through it. Once again, back-to-back swings and misses. And it's the first strikeout for Thompson. Back-to-back outs. And again, Bellinger has to stay at first, because there's 2 gone. Here's the always dangerous Patrick Wisdom. Big power threat. Strike 1 swinging. Big cut. Pulled his head a bit. Strikeout and a ground out for P. Wizzy, who's acting as the designated hitter tonight. Not often in that spot. Looking to avoid straining Bellinger at first. Sat back on that curveball, but sat back on it too long. He was tardy on it. Just like that, he's behind 0-2. Thompson looks to get back-to-back strikeouts. Not that time. Foul ball. Wisdom stays alive. One thing I have liked seeing from the Cubs hitters today is their approaches. They've been aggressive, but not too aggressive. Haven't been chasing too much. And they've been making the pitchers work with quality at-bats. 0-2. Hard hit grounder. Look out, Willie Harris over there, Cubs third base coach. The signs to Bellinger at first base. Stolen base for him in the first inning. Put himself in scoring position to score on that Suzuki single. See how aggressive they want to be with him here. 0-2. And Wisdom is down on strikes. Went off speed there. Caught him lunging down on his back knee. But a 2-run bomb into the bullpen for Dansby Swanson in the 5th. The Cubs add 2 more, and they have a bit of a cushion. It's a 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Coming right up. Nationals back up to bat. Hey, it's the Cubs lead as we welcome you back here for the bottom of the 5th inning. The Cubs offense and Dansby Swanson helped add 2 more in the top of the inning. As we approach, I guess right at 8:30 here in DC, 7:30 here in Eastern Illinois. Cubs looking to avoid losing 4 straight. They've put themselves in a good spot. They've gotten a great game from Drew Smyly to go along with that. And speak of the devil, back to work for the 5th inning is Drew Smyly. It is the 7-8-9 in the Nationals order, as into the game in left field is Ian Happ, as he was getting an off day, but here he comes in. I almost completely forgot about Ian Happ for some reason today. So he's into the game for Velasquez. And hopefully everything's all right with Nelson. Hopefully it's just more of a matchup thing coming in the game for Ian. He takes over Ian left. Dom Smith up now. Got a single, infield single first time up here. He hits one well to right center into the gap. It'll one hop off the wall. Suzuki back there in a hurry. Fires it back into the infield, but not before Smith cruises into second with a stand-up double. Hanging, breaking ball belted, and the Nationals leadoff guy is in scoring position to start the 5th. So Dom Smith stays hot. 2 hits already today. That sets up Victor Robles for an RBI chance, but a weak chopper to the third baseman Madrigal, who throws out the speedy Robles. Madrigal was playing in a bit, so Smith has to hold tight at second. And that's a nice job by Smyly getting that ground ball out. Score at 5-3 on the putout. Robles remains at second for the 9-hole hitter C.J. Abrams. Barnhart sets up on the outside corner. Got it right there, but did not get the call. Smyly looks in, checks the runner, and delivers. Curveball up and in on Abrams. Nearly hit him. Slow 76-mile-an-hour bender from Drew Smyly. Two-0. Fouled away. Abrams in the hitter's count, still 2-1. With an RBI chance here. Swings and misses inside fastball. Blew it by him at 92 miles an hour. Abrams spent last season in San Diego in his rookie year. Came over at the trade deadline to Washington. Here in his 100th plate appearance of the season. 2-2. Popped him up on the infield. Calling for and taking it is Madrigal. And that is textbook from Dansby Swanson. Gets a weak ground ball to keep him at second. Weak pop-up to keep him at second. And Smith is still at second base. As you go back to the top of the order for Alex Call, who's 0-2 today. Very nicely done. Smyly just sits at just 60 pitches. 2 outs here in the 5th. That's what you like him seeing. Throwing strikes. Getting contact, having his defense back him up. Madrigal is the guy Nationals would like to hit it to in this inning. 1-0. Smith trying to get antsy at second. This is another pop-up. First base side, and Mancini will just have to watch it. That's about the second foul ball that has gone in that same exact area, 3 or 4 rows up, right on the side of the Nationals dugout today. So those people have gotten a few balls. How about that? Come to the ballpark, never know what you'll see, never know what you'll get. How about 2 foul balls for you? I don't know if the same person got it, but definitely the same area. 1-1. Upstairs at the letters, 2-1. So this ball game about almost an hour and a half in. Over halfway through the ball game in the bottom of the fifth. 2-1. Smiley to the plate. Jam shot to Dansby. 5 or 6 steps into the outfield grass. Hauls it in. Drew Smiley works around the leadoff double. And the Nationals go scoreless. In the fifth, they trail 4-1. Head into the sixth, the Cubs look to extend the lead and hang on. Cubs add some much-needed insurance last inning. They look to keep adding to it here in the top of the sixth. As you have to imagine, not getting close, but you're getting to the point where you have to consider that Smiley is going to be exiting the game soon. Around 65 pitches, 70 pitches. About to go through the order for the third time. So have to keep that in mind. The offense, with the shakiness of the bullpen in that Miami series, would definitely like to get 1 or 2 more in the sixth, maybe 1 or 2 more in the seventh. Add some there, and before you know it, I mean, it could be out of reach for a Nationals offense that is struggling. As that homer just from Lane Thomas was just their 16th of the season, so they haven't been able to have many quick strikes. That's part of the reason why they are 10-17 and not in a good spot. And not only the National League East standings, in which they sit 5th, 8.5 games back, but it's in the entire Major League picture. Barnhart and then Happ, who came in for Velasquez, along with Madrigal, will get to the at-bat here in the 6th inning before we go back to the top of the order. Barnhart, 1 for 1 as he came in got his first at-bat in the 4th inning. Double down the line. Let's see what he can do here. First pitch, curveball, strike 1. New pitcher, it's Thaddeus Ward. 6 games, 4.82 ERA today, or on the year, I should say, for him. And there, Barnhart scoots out of the way as Ward overthrew that fastball. I think he's got enough chains. He's got 3 or 4 of them dangling around his neck. Solid mullet to go along with it. High knickers. That curveball way inside. Definition of a back foot curveball. He'll hit that back leg of Barnhart. Just like that, he's ahead 2-1 in a nice hitter's count. Double down the left field line, first time up. Cut on and missed as his Ward doubled up on that curveball. Line for Thompson goes 1 inning. 0 hits, 0 runs as he finished that last inning for the Nationals. Now I turn the page to another righty, Ward. Face the lefty, Barnhart. Then the switch hitting Happ and Madrigal. 2-2. Chopped foul, and Barnhart keeps the at-bat alive. He leads off the top of the 6th inning. Cubs sitting at 3rd in the Central as Barnhart is caught looking. He went to that fastball, tripled up on the curve, blew a fastball by him. Barnhart knew it. Backwards K. First from either team of the game. 3 straight strikeouts for these Cubs hitters. 1 gone in the 6th. And here comes Ian Happ for his first at-bat of the game. First pitch swinging, swung out of his shoes. Bit off balance. Strike 1. Cut through the curve. 2 homers, 14 RBIs for Ian Happ. He hasn't had the power so far this season we're used to seeing, but he's getting hits. He's finding holes. He's hitting it hard. So you like to see from Happer, who also was recently signed on an extension for the Cubs. Strike 2 outside corner. Backdoor curve. 1-2. Where the count sits now. Ward trying to make it back-to-back punch outs. Nope, Happ puts it in play. Abrams, look at the range to the right, but tripping and falling was Smith, and he could not come up with it. And he might have hurt himself along with it. He twisted his ankle going over to first. I mean, looked like it was almost going to get through the hole, but a beautiful play by Abrams going on to the other side of second. Just spiked it, and yeah, Smith was on the ground, tried to barehand it, no shot. Job by Happ to run that one out. Wonder what we score that. I got to imagine that's a... I mean, since he fell, I have to imagine that's a hit 6. We'll see. Nevertheless, Ian Happ is on first base. I'll call it hit 6. And here's Madrigal with a runner aboard. 0 for 2, 2 groundouts. Not surprising. Likes to hit it on the ground. Looking to avoid that here. He squares to bunt and strike 1. Called. It is the top of the 6th, Christopher. I know it's small, but I also have it in the scoreboard in the top left. Cubs are batting top 6, if you can see that. Madrigal watches that one in the dirt in the complete opposite batter's box. Ward looks to get his breaking ball control back on the right track here. Dangles that right arm, and out comes Set. One glance at Happ, and now he'll throw over. Back in time is Ian. 1 disengagement in the inning for Ward. Keep in mind, each pitcher gets 2 of those with that new rule put in over the offseason. One of many new rules. One's all over the board. 1-1. The count 1 out with a runner on first. And now Happ takes off, and he is dead meat at second. As Ward got him jumping through to first. Ian didn't even bother sliding at second. So the Cubs lose a base runner. He's caught stealing. Or I guess you could say picked off. I'll say picked off. And an easy out number 2. That was pretty nice by Ward there. Long pause at the bump and then just caught Ian getting too antsy out of his rhythm. Didn't even bother getting a rundown. 2-1 to Nick Madrigal with 2 outs. Shoots it the opposite way. Nice play by Smith, and he'll take it to the bag to end the inning. Cubs end up going down in order as Happ gets picked off, followed by a Madrigal ground out. And the Nationals are able to keep it there. They remain down 3, and they're back up to bat in the bottom of the 6th. So we're back in a moment. Down the stretch we go from our nation's capital. Cubs and Nationals hit the bottom of the 6th inning here from Nationals Park in DC. Cubs looking to get on the right track after losing 3 straight and getting swept by the Marlins in Miami. The Nationals coming off a series loss to the Pirates. That is one team that has been red hot. Leads the National League in wins. It's been one of the best teams in the majors. A lot of good stories around that ball club. Drew Maggi. How about that? It's Garcia, Candelario, Meneses, 2, 3, 4. Excuse me, for the Nationals here in the inning. Smiley back out there for another inning of work. He's ahead 0-1 here. Pitch number 66, fastball at 88 miles an hour. Velocity slowly starting to go down as this ball game has gone on. What you expect from a veteran, however. Getting into the last few years of his career. Bounces another one. Starting to get a bit frustrated here. Losing some control. This will be pitch number 68 coming up. It's a 2-1 to the always dangerous Luis Garcia. Hard hit ground ball just past the dive of Hoerner. Garcia leads off the 6th inning with a hard hit ground ball single. 107 miles an hour off the bat. They were kind of pinching him up the middle, but still, even Nico's got a lot of range. Could not chase that one down. The Nationals can work with their leadoff guy on base. Jeimer Candelario's turn here. Has the advantage with the left on right. And a base runner from the former Cub. The 2016-2017 season for Chicago. Hitting the dirt, appeal to first. No go, says Alex Tosi. He also spent a few seasons in Detroit. Did Candelario from 17 to 22. Then over to Washington in the offseason. 1-1. Curveball outside corner. Kasem had it a good 2 or 3 or 4 inches off the plate. Brian Knight had it right there. He's been a bit inconsistent on calling his corners today. But Smiley will take it there. Got Candelario in a 1-2 hole. Strike him out swinging. Breaking ball at 79 miles an hour. And it's just the second strikeout of the ball game for Drew, but it comes in a big spot, and it's a big out number 1. And now the designated hitter, Joey Meneses, strikeout victim last time up. Bends that left leg of his. And grounds to short, or to third. On to second for 1. To first. It's an inning double play. Drew Smiley gets one tailor-made. Meneses sees one pitch. Bounces. 5-4-3. And the Cubs are out of the inning. Just like that. Top 7. Here we come. Cubs lead 4-1 in DC. Cubs with 3 more innings to survive here. Hanging on to a 3-run lead. They've had a few scares, letting the leadoff guy reach in the last 2 innings, but Smiley's done a great job to bounce back. He's fought through adversity in this game. He's made some big pitches in some big spots. Quality pitches in some quality spots. And now it's time for Nico Hoerner and the top of the Cubs order. Again, we know what happened last time when Hoerner led off the inning. It was a leadoff single followed by the Swanson homer. Here you watch his strike 1 as Ward is back out there for inning number 2 of work. Set him down 1, 2, 3 last time up, including a pickoff of Happ. Here, 0-1 is a bit outside. Tailed away from him a bit there. 1-1 to Nico. Good eye. 3 straight off speed pitches. Let's put him behind 2-1. Hard hit liner up against the netting in left field towards the ball girl. Got the barrel to that inside pitch. Maybe a bit too much barrel as he hooked it. That brings the count even to 2-2. Nico gives Ward a good stare down. Ward returns the favor from the windup. Nico pops it up foul territory. And over there to make the play is Smith. So Nico pops out to Dom Smith for the 2nd time today. This guy's usually on top of the ball. Here he's been under it a lot. Ground out, pop out, hit, pop out. Here's the guy that can hit it everywhere. On top of the ball, underneath the ball. Underneath it last time. Big fly to the left center bullpen. Here he shoots the first pitch. Foul first base side. Eric Hosmer appears just sitting on the step of the dugout. I wonder if he's going to pinch hit for somebody here. Keep that in the back of your head. Dansby 2 for 3 with a double and a homer. 3rd most home runs all time by a visiting player for home runs at Nationals Park. He's got 13. Likes hitting here. Strike 2, top of the zone. Broke that curveball off. The Cubs looking to make it 309 to 329 all-time against the Nationals here in the 635th all-time meeting. Which technically these numbers don't add up. That'd be 637 all-time meeting. Or 638th all-time meeting, I should say. Should have done the math better. I could have sworn I used my calculator. Must have messed the numbers up somehow. 2-2 from Ward to Swanson. Jam shot sent on the ground weakly to short. Abrams comes through to scoop it up, and the throw just beats him by half a step. And Swanson was moving down that line. But then the scorebook just goes down to 6-3. How about this? Spellinger, 625 slug in the month of April. The most since his 2019 MVP season. How about that? Most in any month. And here he steps in. 1 for 3 today. Singled and scored in part of that 2-run first inning. But have not looked back since. Inside, ball 1. 1-1 to the former Dodger. 2017 Rookie of the Year. All-Star that season as well. On a 1-year contract here in Chicago. Bounces one, and he nearly beats it out. He wants a review of that for Rossi. He says, hold on a second. David Ross feeling it, challenging this season, 4 of 7. I think he's safe. Let's see. I think he said, let's challenge it. Yep, they're going to take a look. Alex Tosi on the call. David Ross. 11 challenges so far this season. 4 of them right, 7 of them wrong. Great career numbers. 42 and 89 in his career. Ooh, I think they might have got him. It's close. Late in the game, you might as well use it. But I think we're safe to pencil that one in. I'll say pencil, not Sharpie. It was close. But I think Alex Tosi got it right. It looks like Bellinger's going to be 1 for 4 today. Nice stretch by Smith as well. Also nice range on that play by Garcia. Luis Garcia in the hole. Second. This review taking longer than anticipated. Here's the call. Tactician, the crew chief will make it. He is out. So after review, David Ross goes 4 and 8 on challenges on this season. And we will go to the bottom of the 7th. Stretch time here from Nationals Park, where the Cubs are beating the home team. It's 4-3 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Can the Cubs sustain it? Drew Smiley back on the bump when we return. Can the Cubs hold on for a victory here? And DC is looking to end their 3-game losing streak. We're going to find out right in next 45 minutes to an hour or so. Back at it from DC, where the Cubs lead the home team Nationals 4-1 going into the bottom of the 7th inning. So we've now hit 9 o'clock on the East Coast, 8 o'clock here in Illinois. It's the bottom third of Nationals order comes to the plate here. It will be Ruiz, Thomas, Smith. Not 3 easy guys to work around. We'll see what comes of it. Smiley back out for the 7th inning. At this point, it'll be a quality start. And a win for Drew Smyly if he can close this thing down. With his pitch count, there's a very good chance this could be the last inning we see him. Though it's dangerous. Lane Thomas, righty on deck. Keibert Ruiz, the righty at the plate. Followed by Dom Smith. All going through for the third time. Left on right, Smyly to Ruiz. Strike one, foul ball. Third base coach for the Nationals chucked that one into the crowd. Ruiz might have hit that one off of his foot. He'll take a walk behind the plate. So in the National League this season, Keibert Ruiz is the second lowest strikeout rate in the National League. Interesting little nugget there. Nico Hoerner, fifth on that list. Oh, one curveball line and snared by Nico. Hit it hard, but you can't get it past number 2. Made it look easy. And there's a hard hit out number 1. That's how they drew it up. Pitch number 76 for Smyly. First pitch, curveball to Lane Thomas. Hey, he learned his lesson. First pitch challenge fastball back in the second inning. 425 center field for Lane Thomas. He since started him off with 2 curveballs. Making the adjustment. There's another curve, but Brian Knight says it's a bit too far outside. Counts 1-1. In the bottom of the 7th. In a game where the Cubs lead 4-1. Check swing. Did he go? No, they don't even have to appeal. They say it's a called strike nevertheless. Smyly's got him in a 2-strike count. Really can do anything here. Nobody on. 1-2. See how creative they get. 1-2. Check swing. No, says Alex Tosi. I thought he went around. That time they did need an appeal as that was spiked. But a good job to lay off by Thomas. We will see the 80th pitch of the outing here for Smyly. Popped him up. Shallow center. Hoerner calls off both the outfielders and makes the play. Smyly's really cooking. He's feeling it all right. Hoerner's made both outs in the inning. I mean, there have not been too many instances in the game where there's been stuff other than pop outs or ground outs. A lot of ground ball contact. A lot of nice defensive play by the Cubs. Challenge fastball up and in here to Dom Smith. Nearly hits him. One-0. Foul ball. Not a big crowd here at Nationals Park. Not a great team to go watch. 10-17. Big time struggle, just 4 years off from a World Series championship. But here's a 2-out single from Dom Smith, who is now 3 for 3. Single, double, and now a single. So the wave is going around Nationals Park here. A lot of blue in the seats. A lot of Cub fans. Now Smyly has to deal with a runner. I assume David Ross is going to let him get out of the inning here. Have to imagine. Yeah, they will. They'll let him face the righty, Robles, who's 0 for 2. 2 ground outs, including the fielder's choice back in the second. Ground ball right to Swanson. Takes the long play to first. And they beat Robles by 2 or 3 steps. Drew Smyly gets Robles down on 1 pitch. Works around the 2-out single. Somebody is dealing. That somebody's Drew Smyly. He's through 7 innings of 1-run baseball. And the Cubs offense is back in the top of the 8th in a flash. Cubs can definitely feel it now. They've just got to hold the Nationals 2 more times. And Drew Smyly, good chance to maybe even get a complete game here. He's got about 85 pitches. It's going to be Abrams, Cole, Garcia. Do you want him seeing the lineup for the 4th time? I don't know. We'll see what the offense does here. I mean, I think he at least starts next inning. Unless you want to go to the bullpen. But David Ross is good about letting starters go the distance. Like, go the distance unless they really definitely do get in trouble. We'll see. This game has moved right along. Only 2 hours in. We're already in the top of the 8th. Just been 2 innings for the Cubs. They got 2 in the 1st, 2 in the 5th. Off the Dansby Swanson homer. Hey, it's Jim Harbaugh and family in the crowd tonight. And some Michigan Wolverine personnel. Got a foul ball as well. All right. Seiya Suzuki, ball 1 to him. Bit low. K-Zone had it at the knees. Brian Knight had it below the knees. And the Cubs cleanup hitter leads off the inning here. Here's ball 2 outside. Corey Abbott comes into the game as Ward is done after 2 innings of work. He gave up only 1 hit, 0 runs. As Abbott's come into the game and thrown 3 straight balls. Looks like he's almost trying to overthrow a bit here. There's strike 1. To Suzuki, who starts the inning. Cubs would like some more insurance, as there's one that Suzuki just misses. The 2 outfielders come in, Call and Robles calls off Call for out number 1, as Suzuki got it right where he liked. Fastball top the zone. He hits really well off fastballs. 288 against fastballs, which is improved from about his 250 or 230, something like that from other ones. They're just got under a bit. Didn't quite barrel it up. Lead off fly out for Trey Mancini. 1-4-3. Strikeout last time up way back in the 5th. The Cubs have gone down 1-2 through the last 2 innings. 1-0. Abbott spikes it. Mancini up and down season. Former Oriole and Astro World Series champ last season. Batting just .261 so far this year. 3 homers, 23 hits, and 88 at-bats. Great career, though. 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting way back in 2017. Fought back from cancer. Great story with that. Here on the 1-year deal in Chicago. 3-1 from Abbott. Righty delivers. Mancini fouls it off his foot, but he got that shin guard there, and he's all right. It's 3-2. Big full count. Abbott, deep breath. He comes forward. Strike 3 called. Mancini's gone on strikes for the second straight at bat. Got fooled. He came at him with a changeup. 2 outs. That's one thing the Cubs have not done well offensively today. Got 8 hits, 4 runs, but they do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strikeouts now. It's something that as a team they've tried to limit. Patrick Wisdom, designated hitter, first pitch called strike on a curveball outside corner. Abbott's really shaking up his pitches a lot. Fastball, changeup, curve I've all seen. Showing them all here. There's a nice changeup and kind of crossed up Rios a bit. Ruiz behind the plate there a bit. So he didn't get the call. 2 strikeouts and a ground out for Wisdom. Trying to avoid the old sombrero. 3 strikeouts in a game. There's back-to-back pitches that were strikes on K-zone, but not strikes in Brian Knight's strike zone. That puts Wisdom in a nice hitter's count, 2-1. Sitting fastball. Nope, he went changeup, but buried it. Here you're sitting fastball, 3-1. Love to see him just absolutely lay into one here. See what he can do. 3-1. Tripled up on that changeup. Upstairs, and it gets the backstop. Doesn't matter. It's just ball 4 nevertheless, and that will give Tucker Barnhart a chance to bat this inning. He was a strikeout victim last time. This time comes to the plate with a runner on base. Came in for Gomes, who left injured in the 3rd inning. That's a right on left matchup here. Strike 1, changeup. Abbott's liking that changeup. Throwing it quite a few times. Here's 0-1. Low and inside. Went back to the curve there as fans are starting to trickle out of Nationals Park. Getting a bit cold. Sun's setting. Haven't gotten a great game. Not a lot of action. Not a lot of variety. Abbott will throw to first. Easily getting back over there. It's Wisdom. He's not a huge threat to steal, but you can never know with the Cubs, who's been really aggressive on the base paths, not only tonight, but in this game, already 1 stolen base, and that was by Bellinger. Here Ruiz sets up outside, got it right down the middle. Barnhart missed it, popped up. Third base side and right on the foul line. Play is made by Jeimer Candelario. Cubs fail to add another one. However, they're still clinging to a 4-1 lead. Let's see if they keep Drew Smyly on the bump. He's 6 outs away from a complete game win. And a Cubs victory for their 15th of the season. Nationals need some runs, and they need them fast. Let's see if they can get some in the bottom of the 8th. Nationals are running out of time here at home. Game 1 of a 4-game series here in DC. The Cubs lead 4-1 as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Nationals have not scored since the 2nd inning. Drew Smyly set himself up for a quality start with 84 pitches. And it looks like his day is done. That's indeed the case. I thought they'd put him out there for another inning. Did not want to risk him seeing the lineup for a 4th time. It'll be Mark Leiter Jr., who's been the guy this season. Pitching really well. And first pitch of his outing, strike 1 outside corner. Smyly, only 6 walks so far on the season. 0 here tonight. How about that? And he only needed 2 strikeouts as well. Unbelievable performance. 0-1. Foul tip. Swung on a miss. 9-hole hitter, CJ Abrams. 2 pitches for Leiter, 2 strikes. 0-2. Abrams is 0 for 2 tonight. Rough go at it this year for him. Easy pitch to watch go by there. 5 feet in front of home plate on the fastball. Still got 3 balls to give. Two on the pitch clock. He'll start his delivery. Abrams is fooled on the changeup. Swung on and missed. And the first batter, Leiter Jr. faces. He picks up his first strikeout of the day. 1 gone in the 8th. And the Cubs are 5 outs away. Squaring to bunt and popping it up foul. Was Alex Call the leadoff guy? Always got to have that in the back of your mind that he can do that as leadoff guy with some speed. Popped it up foul there. Madrigal also wasn't able to scoot over there in time to catch it. Oh, 1. Brian Knight says that one's 2 outside. Got the fastball by him, but did not get the call to call. Call is a bad last name in baseball. You've got the umpire call. You've got calling them off. We're thrown around a lot in the sport. Strike 2 called to the former Guardian. Spent last season with Cleveland. Just 12 games. And then came to Washington. 35 games last year. In DC. He's played 25 already this year. 1-2. Right field slicing foul. One thing I will say that I have enjoyed is that a commercial that I'm in for Marquee has been playing all night. So I won the junior broadcaster contest last year. I find it funny how they keep playing that. Just putting that out there. 1-2. Change up again. Gets a strikeout again. Calls down to his knees. Back-to-back strikeouts for Mark Leiter Jr. Changeup's working. 2 gone. Nationals are going to need some offense this series. Because the Cubs bullpen has had its ups and downs, but I mean, it's been mostly good. The starting pitching has been mostly good. The offense has been good. And I mean, going to Arizona next, that's not an easy Diamondbacks team to play right now. The Nationals are not in a good spot. Here's Luis Garcia. He's 2 for 3. Single and a double. On the line out. So he's hit it hard all of his at-bats. He's got a 1-1 here, trying to avoid letting Leiter Jr. strike out the side. Chopper right at home plate. In a 1-2 hole. Do you go to the changeup here low? That's what I would call. Let's see. 1-2. Swung out and missed. He struck out the side. I couldn't tell what pitch that was, but it was nasty, whatever it was. Mark Leiter Jr., 3 up, 3 down, all via the strikeouts. And the Nationals are down to their final 3 outs. The Cubs would like to add a few more just for fun. They lead 4-1, going to the 9th, trying to put this baby away. Well, it'll be interesting to see what David Ross and the Cubs want to do in the bottom of the 9th. But first, we've got a top of the 9th to deal with. Cubs up 3, would like to add a few more to that here. It's just been 2 2-run innings, and that has been pretty much it. Not a lot of action, not a lot of crazy stuff going on in this ball game, but it's been enough. As Ian Happ leads off. Top of the 9th for the Cubs. Ahead in the count 1-0. Second at bat form of the day. There's a changeup, strike 2. Abbott's back in the game after facing only 4 batters. And he came in the game in the 8th. There's strike 2. Both looking, and Ian is just got to find a way to battle here. There's one to right field! Deep and gone! Ian Happ tattoos one and kisses it goodbye. The second long ball of the game for the Cubs. His 3rd of the season. He gets it done from the left side of the batter's box again. Puts it a few rows over that tall wall in right field. Hops over the changeup, barrels it up, pokes it right on out of here. And there's the insurance you're looking for. And now Madrigal on a line to left, but right at call. Oh man, the Cubs are hitting it hard. How about that? There's some insurance. They add one more. Ian Happ, a long ball. Hopefully that'll get him going. That's what he needed. All right. Now Nico Hoerner on the top of the order. Abbott delivers a strike. Hoerner 1 for 4, single and scored a run in the 5th on that Swanson homer. 1-2. Just hung a changeup and Happ didn't miss it. 0-2 to Nico. He goes down, hits that one off the dirt nearly. Puts the count to 0-2. That single earlier in the game is on base streak now to 26. games in a row. And there's one to second. There's quickly 2 gone. As Hoerner's retired for the 4th time today. Now it's Dansby Swanson's turn. Already a homer tonight. Like to see him do it again. Make it a 2-homer inning for the Cubs and a 2-homer game for Dansby, who's 2 for 4 tonight. Good series in Miami. Good start to the series today. 2 curveballs to start him off at the top of the zone. Quickly behind 0-2. Now he's got a battle. Little check swing out to the mound. And Dansby beats it out. He's in there ahead of the throw from Abbott. He'll go as an infield single. Excuse me, swing works out. No need to challenge that one. They're in plenty of time. As it took Abbott a long time to get rid of that ball. It didn't help that Swanson's a really fast guy speeding down that line. So Bellinger will get a chance to bat here in the 9th. And Cody got a nice pitch to hit. Best he can do is ground it foul. Ball 1 to Cody. Just a bit upstairs near the letters there. Cubs, if they can hold the Nationals next inning, would move to 15-13. Washington would drop to 10-18. 1-1. Abbott with 3 on the pitch clock. Ground ball for Bellinger on the backhand. Nice play by Garcia. And Cody is down. And he'll end his day 1 for 5. But an Ian Happ long ball to right puts the good guys up just 1 more. The lead is now 4, and they need to hold the Nationals to 3 or less, and we can get out of here with a Cubs win. 5-1 as we go to the bottom of the 9th. Let's see who David Ross brings in to close it down. The Cubs are 3 outs away from getting back in the winning column. Cubs just need 3 outs to shut it down, and they will go with their bullpen arm, Brad Boxberger. Rough start for him in 10 innings, 3.60 ERA, but he's given up 2 homers, which has hurt. Looking to figure it out here, though. upcoming schedule for the Cubs here to finish out May. They go Nationals for 3 more, Marlins for 3, Cardinals for 3, Twins for 3, Astros for 3. Finish the month with the, going to the 20th, they go with the Phillies. But here, Boxberger looking to get 3 outs. Allow less than 4 runs. Boxberger, righty, goes against Candelario, Meneses, and Ruiz. As part of the Nationals lineup has struggled today as there's a pop-up, shallow left field. Madrigal backsliding is happening. Can't come up with it. Good thing that him and Madrigal didn't collide there as they were going right towards each other. Man, Happ was close. Not close enough. Madrigal was also shifted a bit, which did not help on that, as he had a long way to go with those short legs of his. So just a high. Strike number 1. One Candelario, foul ball. Well, new pitcher for the Cubs, Brad Boxberger. Man, he's been everywhere. Been in the league since 2012. It's gone Padres, Rays, Diamondbacks, Royals, Marlins, Brewers, and now the Cubs. 1-2. Flare to center, Bellinger back, and he leaps to make the catch. Candelario just touched that one, but still got a lot of carry on that baseball. Bellinger with another great read. He's had a few of those in this game. Back toward the big Geico sign in right center. Jumps up the track to haul it in. Long and loud out number 1 for Candelario, who's now 0 for 4. And Boxberger paints that one in there for strike 1 of Meneses. Rough day for him. 0 for 3. Fly out, strikeout, double play. Slider from Boxberger outside, ball 1. Count brought even to 1s. Oh, it's a beautiful pitch. Brian Knight did not agree. That puts Meneses in a hitter's count here, 2-1. Bottom of the 9th. Cubs looking to shut her down, 2-1. Ground ball. Diving stop. Nico gets up, throws to first. It's a thing of beauty. He is so fun to watch. Back-to-back beautiful defensive plays for the Cubs. 1 in the outfield, 1 on the infield. Horner, full extension dives. Gets up. Throws it to first in plenty of time. Oh, man. We are lucky we get to watch this guy play baseball every day. Now the Nationals are down to their final out. Ground ball. It's to Nico again. Who else to close it down? Brad Boxberger gets the job done. Nico makes the final play. And we can say, hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today. Cubs win. Cubs win. Final score, 5-1. 2 runs right off the bat in the first inning. They added 2 more on the Dansby Swanson 2-run shot in the 5th. And then Ian Happ helped add some insurance in the 9th inning before Brad Boxberger puts them down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 9th. The pitching was there all night long. The offense added runs where they needed to. And that was a fun game to watch. Nothing too crazy happening. Not a lot of variety, but the Cubs did everything they needed to do to win. They get a win against the team they needed to do, and that brings the all-time meetings to 309, 329 in favor of the Nationals, but the Cubs get 1 back. And that ends their 3-game losing streak. They push to 15-13 overall. Nationals drop back to 10-17 on the season. Ian Happ and Dansby Swanson, both with home runs. Cody Bellinger, a few knocks. Trey Mancini with a hit. Suzuki with the hit. Everybody getting in on the action. And then Mark Leiter Jr. helping Smiley along with Boxberger, who closed it down. Beautiful start from Drew. Bullpen able to do the rest. Oh man, that was a fun one. Cubs win once again. Final score 5-1 from our nation's capital. The offense strikes early and they never look back. Every part of the ball on point tonight. The Cubs win. They beat the Nationals 5-1 from Nationals Park in DC. And with that, we say so long. I guess that was an upside down W. Hey, M works too. There's your W. Cubs win 5-1 from DC. They beat the Nationals. We say so long. Thanks for watching, everybody. And good night.